I'm going to show you how to compare key features of graphs. And we're going to do certain things like compare the rate of change or the slope, y-intercepts, and behaviors of graphs. So looking at this first problem, you can see that the table below represents a linear function. Which relationship represents a function with a lesser rate of change, in other words, a smaller number for a slope, than the above problem function? So the first thing I'm going to do, I like to use Desmos, so I'm going to enter that table into Desmos. So when you do that, remember you click this plus sign on your Desmos calculator, and then there's a table feature that you would select. Enter the values for x and y, and if you mouse over this green colored or whatever color you would have and select the line function, it will turn your graph into a line instead of ordered pairs. So with that being said, I need a rate of change, so I'm looking for the slope. So I can see a point here, so at 1, and I can see a point here at 4. So 1, 2, 3, so that's my rise, and then my run. What is the number that goes with that? It goes over 1. So rise over run. So that slope is 3, or the rate of change is 3. So let's look and see if we can figure out what this slope is. If you remember, y equals mx plus b. M is your slope. So 5 halves. 5 divided by 2, that's 2.5. So that's less than 3. This B1, I'm going to have to zoom in and figure this out because it's too small for my eyes to see. Let me see if I can find this. So this one is actually 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. So 4 over 2, which is 2. Okay, so that slope's 2. Let me reduce that one back to size again. And then see if we can figure out what the other ones are. 5, so this one's greater than it. And then D, let me find D and see if I can get that a little larger so you can see it. So what is the rate of change of D? Let me make it a little bit bigger so we can see it. So rise over run. So 1, 2, 3, and then over 1. So this is 3 over 1. So those two, this is a 3 as well. Let me get these figures back there. All right, so now let's think what we have. We have this slope is 3, I believe, or 2.5, sorry. This is 3, let me back up. This is 3, this was 2.5, this is 5, and this was 3, the slope. It's asking for the lesser rate of change. Well, remember we just said that this slope was 3, so these are equal to, not less than. 5 is greater than, so the only answer choice would be the 2.5. So when you're doing rate of change, you need to think slope. Rise over run. Use your Desmos if you need help graphing. A few more of these videos will show you how to compare n behaviors and then your y-intercept.